Dustin, texted me. And Dustin is, like, this guy that I know from Facebook, Instagram, and he got my number, or whatever, we were talking, and blah, 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 and then, like, one time, because there's, like, we have history, so, like, in order for, like, me to, like, explain this, like, and actually make it make sense, I have to give you, like, the brief backstory. So we talked, and, like, Dustin used to make assumptions about me all the time. And one day he was like, "Will you Skype call with me?" And I was like, "Sure, okay." We were in the Skype call or whatever, and I was like, "Okay." And he, like, kept making assumptions. And instead of, like, talking, we were, like, writing, like, the text or whatever. And he got, like, at one point he was like, "Oh, well, you've never, like, you don't pay for anything, you don't know what it's like to actually, like, be independent, blah, blah, blah." And then I was like, "Actually, you're wrong." I was like, "I don't let my parents pay for, everything of mine. Like, if it's school-related, I usually will get it if I can, like, if I have the money. If I, like, have the money, like, I'll go and I'll buy food. I'll buy, like, groceries, like, I'll buy my clothes, like, I'll buy what I can. I put gas in the car, like, when I drive it, you know what I mean? Like, if I have the money, like, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm not just gonna, like, depend on my parents or whatever." And then, so that, like, I was like, "You're so wrong," and, like, "You're so, like, I quit stereotyping me with, like, when you don't even know me." So then, because we had just met, like, it wasn't like we'd even, like, gotten to know each other yet. So then, I was like, "I'm gonna go." I was like, "This Skype call is annoying me." So I hung up, and then when I texted him, like, we didn't talk for a few days. Like, he didn't text me for a few days. So then I texted him, I was like, "Oh, hey," and he's like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "Are you for real?" Like, he actually got rid of my number? Because I didn't really think anything of it when I had just, like, left the Skype call. I was like, okay, whatever, like, and I was like, "You actually got rid of my number? Wow." And then, when I kind of laughed at that, I was like, "Did he really, or is he just, like, BSing me?" And, so then, like, he dismissed me. He's like, "Goodbye, like, we're done talking, bye." So he dismissed me, and I was like, "Whoa, okay." So I deleted his number, you know, I deleted all the messages, so I didn't want to have, like, because when I, like, get rid of you, like, we're done, like, I've never had someone dismiss me, and he did it, and I was like, wow. So then, like, the next time, he texted me, like, a few days later, and I was like, "Who is this?" And he's like, "Oh, you texted me just, like," I think it was the day after, actually. He's like, "You texted me yesterday," and I go, "Dustin?" And then he was like, "Yep," and because he, like, texted me, he goes, "I have a morning wood, do you want to help me out?" And I was like, "What? Like, who says that?" Like, as a text message, especially after you dismiss me. And so I was like, like, I don't know why, like, actually, I know why I did it. I was gonna, like, fake him out, and then be like, "Oh, yeah, like, what do you need?" or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, he didn't, like, progress with it anymore, like, further, other than just, like, he left it at that. So we kept talking, and then, we were, like, we didn't fight, and then, I remember I stopped texting him, like, because it was, like, late at night, and then we, like, quit texting, and then we didn't text each other, like, from then on. And I didn't save his number in my phone, because I'm not going to keep your number. And so then I got rid of the messages that he had sent me, because, like, on my phone it's, like, the call log or whatever, like, the text log, or whatever, so, like, it keeps, like, your messages around, in, like, its own little folder. And then, so he texted me the other day, and, like, we were just talking, whatever, and we weren't fighting at all. And then today, as I was buying material for, my sewing class, he, like, texted me, and then, he was like, "You were ignoring me," because he called me last night. I was like, "What did you want?" I was like, "Is something the matter?" And he was like, "Oh, no, you were ignoring me." And I was like, "No, I wasn't." I was like, "I was sleeping." He goes, "You were asleep right after you got done working out." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You sent me a message at, like, 11:30, like, Chris, question mark?" I was like, I was sleeping. And then he was like, "Oh, well, I thought you were just going to text me after you got done working out, like, when you got down, like you usually do." And I was like, "Oh, well," I was like, "You said you were going out, I didn't want to bother you." And then he was like, "I want you to bother me, like, blow up my phone with pictures and text messages." And, like, one thing that you don't understand is that, like, because I haven't told it, he, like, one of my things, like, if I send you a picture, I want a picture back, right? And so he asked me, like, what I really like seeing in a picture, and I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna lie, I really like seeing pictures of people's abs." Like, "Oh, yay, abs," you know what I mean? I was like, yummy. And then, he was like, well, he sent me, like, one picture of his stomach, and I did, okay, and he sent me of it, like, from, like, here down, and, like, his boxers, and, like, no pants on. I was like, whoa, I was like, I didn't want that. I was like, I didn't need to see that. And then, because I'm not into that. And then he got, like, mad at me or whatever. Well, he didn't get mad at me, but he, like, was like, well, I'm not sending you another picture of me shirtless ever again, because, like, I don't like taking pictures like that. And I was like, okay, fine. And, like, one of his like, he has a foot fetish, like, one of his fetishes is, like, taking pictures of, like, your feet or whatever. And so, like, he, like, would ask me to send him pictures of his, like, well, okay, I sent him 2 pictures of my, like, feet, but, like, it wasn't just of my feet, it was, like, I was posing, and, like, you saw my feet in the picture. And so then, yeah, like, the other day, like, when I went to the gym, he was like, oh, yeah, send me a picture of your feet. So I did. Like, I, like, literally just, like, took the camera down, like, took a picture of my feet. Because I was like, I'm about to leave. I'm tired. Like, I'm not going to go and, like, take a picture posing it, like, with my feet in it. Because it was too much work last time. Oh, my goodness. It was so much work. So then I was like, well, okay, whatever. And then, like, he was like, send me a picture. Because he's like, blow up my phone with, like, pictures and text messages. And I was like, oh, well, I was like, text I can do. I was like, but I'm not going to do pictures. And he's like, why? And I go, I'm not much of a picture person. And he's like, well, then we're done. And I was like, are you dismissing me? And he was like, no. He's like, it's an ultimatum. I go, so either I send you text messages, like, picture text messages, or you're like, you're not going to be in my life anymore. If I send you a picture, I want a picture back. And he goes, well, I might send you a picture back. And I was like, I only do for sure's, I don't do maybes, because maybes end up being no's. And then, he was like, oh, well, then bye. And I was like, are you for real? I was like, just so you know, I'm taking this as a dismissal. I was like, in the end, I go, I'm not sending you pictures every day, because that's a lot of work for me. Every day. I was like, oh my gosh. I go, I'm not sending you pictures every day. And then, I was like, if you ask for a picture, like, I'll send you one, but I want one back. Like, and then he was like, why do I have to ask? I was like, because it shows you want me. Because, like, his whole thing is that, like, if he is a jerk to me, it's because he wants me, and that's supposed to be, like, cute for me. I'm like, no, you're a D-bag. Anyway, so then, like, I was like, okay, and no. I was like, I'm still not gonna do it. And then he goes, okay, he goes, I hate to do this, but bye. And I was like, have a nice life, sweetie. I was like, why do you need the pictures? He's like, because I think you're gorgeous every day. Because I was like, if I think I look really good, extremely good that day, I'll send you a picture, you know, without you asking. But then he was like, and like, then I don't expect a picture back, you know, like, I sent that first, but if you ask me, I want one back. Okay, right? And then he was like, well, I think you're gorgeous every day. And I go, so what if that's the same way? And he was like, I want to see you every day. And I was like, what if that's the same thing for me? I was like, what if I think you're gorgeous every day and I want a picture of you? I was like, what then? Because I was like, you want a picture of me? I want a picture of you. I was like, doesn't that seem fair? And he goes, maybe not. And I was like, oh, really? I was like, then no. I was like, I'm not going to do it. I go, unless you're willing to commit to it, I'm not doing it. Because he's such a freaking hypocrite. Like, you want me to do something, but yeah, you're not going to do it for me. You are such a hypocrite. Like, and then, like, the whole time, I was like, sweetie, I'm not keeping you here. I was like, the door's that way. I was like, don't let me hit you on the way out.